Everybody, welcome to the Homestead. What we're going to talk about today is compost tea, what I believe is probably the world's best compost tea. Now, I haven't used a whole lot of compost teas. I don't really know a whole lot about the different varieties and different brands out there of compost teas, but there is one that I've been using for the last year now, and there's one that I really like, and I thought I'd share it with you because it's just the phenomenal growth that this produced for our garden. This is actually a second-year garden. Last year was our first-year garden. If you watched our season 1 episodes, you saw the phenomenal growth that we had in a first-year garden right here in the Ozarks, where the soil is not exactly the best. I mean, we're not in Iowa, we're not in corn country up in Illinois where there's black gold. No, this is the Ozarks where there's clay. And we had to work really hard at getting this ground ready, and one of the ways we got that ground ready was to use Boogie Brew. BoogieBrew.net is the website where you can go to buy these products. It's the Boogie Brew Compost Tea family. And we ordered these products last year and did amazingly well with them on our garden. We saw amazing growth, and we're going to continue to use them this year. And I thought I would recommend them to you. I thought after a good year of using these, I thought I'd be able to recommend it, and feel good about it, recommending it to my audience. And so there's been a couple of changes this year with the Boogie Brew family. They separated, actually improved their teas by separating them into two parts. You have a Boogie base, and they have the ingredients on all of their products, so you know exactly what you're putting into the soil. They're 100% organic and 100% veganic. And to be honest with you, I opened these packs up earlier and smelled them. They smell really good. I mean, like, to the point you'd want to eat it. I mean, it actually smelled appetizing. And they say you can eat it. It's veganic. So I don't know if you'd want to do that, but I mean, when you open up the bags and smell it, it smells good. And so the ingredients are worm castings, composted wood chips, biochar, trace ocean minerals, volcanic ash, and fossilized kelp. And that's the Boogie base. And the Boogie base is just what you want to start out with. You can use these independently, or you can combine them together for an amazing compost tea. And so this one here, the Boogie Boost, has a vast array of products, including kelp powder, soybean hydrosilate, nutritional yeast, kelp meal, soybean meal, evaporated cane juice, potash, alfalfa meal, rock phosphate, all basically natural, organic, veganic materials in here. And so amazing product that we had great success with last year for our garden. Now, how we use these, normally I'll take a 5-gallon bucket, and because we have aquaponics here on the homestead, I'll take an oxygen stone and put the oxygen stone inside the bag that they provide. Neat little organic bag. Put about a cup of the blend inside of the bag, put the air stone in the bag, and then put it in a 5-gallon bucket and let it work for 24 hours to just let that brew. And again, you have amazing results with that. And then I'll take a little cup and I'll put that, dip that out and put it a little bit onto each plant around the garden. And so each plant sometime during the season is going to get a dose or two of this brew. And then this year, I think I'm going to make a little bit of a change. This year, we've installed some rain catchment systems with some water, some 275-gallon tanks, 2 of them. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of this, maybe a cup or half a cup, into each of the blend into each tank, and just let that simmer and dissolve and see what that works. Because those 2 tanks are going to be connected to our garden, and we'll be able to fill 5-gallon buckets up inside the garden that run from those tanks underground to our garden because it's uphill. And so I think it's going to be a great water source and a great way to catch water, free water for our garden without having to pump it. And then also I have 2 55-gallon drums, and those 2 55-gallon drums, I usually add a little bit of fish protein that you can also buy from BoogieBrew.net. And that fish protein works amazingly well with all your plants. Just a great product all around. And then maybe I'll add some of this to it and just let that simmer to it and dissolve and work its way and break down inside that water and use it little by little with the plants as I water the plants. And so a great way to use, there's a lot of ways you can apply this product to your garden with a foliar spray. And I'm going to do that even with some of the aquaponics because it's all natural. It won't hurt the fish at all. Some of the corn, I'm going to have corn growing in the aquaponics this year, and so I'm going to add that to a foliar spray. And so basically all my plants and even some of my trees, I'm going to add this to my fruit trees in the following this year and and subsequent years to all of my plants and trees. So great product. I can't recommend it highly enough. They're not a paid advertiser. They're not paying me to do this video. but I had great results with it last year. And people are always asking me, "Hey Zach, what do you use for your garden? What kind of compost teas are you using? What kind of fertilizers are you using?" This is one of the things we're using. BoogieBrew.net. It comes with the Boogie Brew, Boogie Base, and the Boogie Boost. It's a 2-part compost tea. I highly recommend it. We had great results with it last year. I think you will not be disappointed if you try to use it for your garden. Again, this is not a paid advertisement. They're not paying me to do this, but people are always asking me what I use, and what I would believe right now from the research I've done, the greatest compost tea in the world out there today is the Boogie Brew family of products. All right, we'll leave it at that. You'll see you next time on the Homestead. If you enjoyed this video, please click the thumbs up button below the video. It really makes creating these videos worthwhile. If you want to make sure to never miss a new video, be sure to click the subscribe button. Now you can get your homesteading questions answered. Visit us at our contact page on anamericanhomestead.com and send us your questions. Maybe we'll pick your question for a future video or article on our website.